Hello buddy, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're going to be starting a new campaign for Total War Warhammer 2, and this is going to be the Queek Mortal Empires campaign. I've had several people ask me to do this, because this is rated as the most challenging legendary campaign out there. And I did start this before they released Tomb Kings. I didn't release any episodes on the channel, but I did play a few episodes just for fun, and it is pretty hard.
No one controls Warlord Queek.
And I really like the Skaven. They're a ton of fun. They did rebalance this a little bit, it looks like, to where you get like much worse units early on. You get the Warp Lightning Cannon, which is just miles worse than the Catapult. So it does look like fun. Now I am going to go back and revisit some of the other campaigns that I have going on, like the Kotep and the Malekith campaign, and I'm going to finish the original Queek campaign at some point, but I haven't really consistently shot any episodes for probably like a few weeks. I've been releasing some, like a little bit, but I just want to get revitalized, have a bit more energy, starting a fresh campaign here. Then I'll go back and revisit some of the other ones too. Sometimes it is hard, I'll just say from a content creator's perspective. Like I said, I'm going to try to go through and finish the other ones, but you know, once you get to like turn 30 or so and you're only getting like 100 views or something on it, it's like, well, I could do an episode, or I could go to sleep, or, you know, do something else, because it just feels like the, you know, the results just don't match the effort a lot of times. And that's how it goes with campaigns for a lot of content creators who do Warhammer, and that's why not many of them do a lot of campaigns on Legendary that take a significant amount of time, because, you know, the first 10 episodes will be great, lots of viewers, but then, you know, the last 10 will be really low, and that's why a lot of them just do multiplayer, because that's easy. You just clock in, it's just 15 minutes, you don't have to have any kind of grand strategy. You just show up with a good army composition, fight, that's it, there's your content for the day, and it's fresh. Like, people can just jump in and watch anytime they want. So I am going to try to do some multiplayer stuff again. I have one episode that I'm about to release. I haven't played multiplayer consistently in about a year and a half. I did get up to rank like 270 or something back in the day off of multiplayer. I don't know if I'm going to play enough to get that high again, but I am going to try to do some multiplayer stuff, because like I said, it's pretty quick and people tend to like it, so we'll try it out. But I'm also going to try Queek, so let's go ahead and get in here. Then we'll see what we're working with. So the original Queek campaign was very hard, and it was very fun. This is the only campaign on Mortal Empires. As of right now, they just released Tomb Kings like a month and a half ago or something at this point. So as of the Tomb Kings, this is March the 3rd, I believe, 3rd or 4th. Can't remember. Today. Somewhere around March 3rd, 2018. So as of right now, this is rated the most difficult campaign. So we'll give it a whirl. I like difficulty. I like Skaven, so I like the mini game of trying to capture Caracate Peaks.
To you, Queek Headtaker, the right claw of clan Moors. You and your verminous ilk infest the abandoned mountain strongholds of the dwarfs, who still fight with the greenskins for control, seemingly unaware of your power. The city of pillars, your traditional haunt, is but a skitterleap north. This lair is fought over by dwarf and goblin things, but is rightfully yours. Further north,
so that's where we're trying to go.
Team with more hated beard things. Manifest your obscene fury upon them, and let them discover why you are called Head Taker.
Obscene fury, I like it.
On the periphery, the treacherous wastes herald a sandstorm of the undead. They may become a nuisance, but how you deal with them is for you to decide.
Now, I haven't
for now,
I haven't played against the Tomb Kings yet in any campaign.
May sate your verminous appetite. There are many heads to take, and so little time. Get to it.
Because with Kotep, you just never see any Tomb Kings up north. It's just Dark Elf, Dark Elf, Dark Elf, like, constantly, with a sprinkle of Dark Elf on the side. So I haven't actually faced the Tomb Kings yet, so I don't know what they're really like. They obviously have really strong late-game units. We'll see. But yeah, so one thing that does make it challenging is you basically get a -2, extra -2 public order, which on Legendary means you're gonna have -10 public order. So yeah, that gets really tough. And then with taxes, it gets even lower, as you can see. So with a tax province, it's negative 14 public order. Now, fortunately, the Skaven are some of the best public order factions like in the entire game. So that's pretty good. Now, I don't know what we get if we take Carricate Peaks. So that's kind of fun to sort of figure out. But I'm going to go up there and try to get that. And there are a couple other like core places. There's like a Skaven capital thing around around here. Thereabouts, next to the pirate human people. I can't remember the names. It's been a while since I played, but yeah, right here, Skaven Blight, and then to the very far north, there's another one. It's like way up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take stock of our surroundings here and just see. Like I said, I started this before, but they've changed things around. They've nerfed and buffed a bunch of different stuff in the game. I can't remember if they did a lot to the Skaven. I know they changed it to where, since the first campaign, this scurry or whatever is defense now instead of offense. It used to give you +6 leadership and +8 melee attack, so that's different. So now you deal a lot less damage. But that's fine, because I would rather have my front line, just sort of my grunt infantry, have higher melee defense. Because really, my strategy with Skaven is typically just get Rat Ogres as fast as you can, and then just outmaneuver them and just bust them up in the back. So we're going to try to rush this building. We're going to save up food, and then we're going to, the first place that we can take over, I'm going to try to just use all of my food and tech it up to tier 3 and immediately grab Rat Ogres. That worked really well in the first campaign. Some people have said, well, what about Plague Claw Catapult? These are good. Like, they are good for thinning people out, but they aren't good for just crushing. Like, just closing people out. So those are nice. These are very good, and I do want to get some of these. But they are also kind of counterintuitive to the Rat Ogres, because if you're going for kind of this sandwich-style attack, which is what I'm going to do, we're just going to line up a bunch of clan rats on the front, and then try to hit them in the back with the Rat Ogres. You don't want your Plague Claw Catapults firing into those Rat Ogres. So they are good. We will get them. But the most important tree, if I have to level up one of these, I want this first. Plague Priests are extremely powerful. They're some of the best magic used in the whole game, especially on Legendary, because they can summon all these creatures. They just have really, really good mana costs on their spells. They have a lot of like high impact, like 5 mana spells. They have the Area of Effect Poison. You can summon the Clan Rats. What else? They have the Armor Shred. There are just a lot of really good things that the Plague Priest can do. So I definitely want those pretty quickly. I'm trying to think of what else was high impact. These are good, but they're very expensive for what they are. So, you know, the short term, these are trash. Gutter Runners, Gutter Slinger, like, they're okay, but they're really not part of my strategy. The Death Runners are good. They are useful, but they are one of the lower priority units. Warlock Engineer is okay. The Assassin, not great. We'll get him. He does give the... I think he's the one with either movement... I think he's replenishment. The Engineer is better. He gives the movement, and like he has some pretty good stuff in there. But by far and away, Plague Priest is the best. And that unlocks some important techs. So... monks are okay. They're not, like, insane, but they're alright. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it's going to go. We want to get to Clan Rats with spears and shields. That's kind of the best bang for your buck that we're going to be able to acquire, so we want a ton of those. We want probably 7 Rat Ogres, maybe 2 Plague Claw Catapults. This stuff's actually pretty good, but it doesn't come online really until rank 4. You can get the Warp Fire Thrower. That's what you got with the first Queek. That's what it was. You didn't get a catapult, you got a Warp Fire Thrower, which is really nice early game. This is good against unarmored infantry units. So this would probably be pretty good against Tomb Kings, I think, until they start getting constructs. Bad against dwarves. We're probably going to be fighting a lot of dwarves and Tomb Kings, I imagine, early. Great against Savage Orcs, though, because it is magic damage also. Which is going to carve right through their physical resistance. So these are actually pretty good against Savage Orcs. but they do require the tier 4, which is okay. Warp Lightning Cannon's not going to be that great until we start facing some large monstrous units. Doom Wheels, I think they buffed these. This was pretty bad when I first tried them, but they might be a little bit better. The 80 missile damage with super piercing is okay. We'll try them again. They're very expensive, but, well, 350 is actually not that bad for a big monstrous unit. These are pretty good to get one of those, but yeah. Anyways, that's just sort of our strategy we're going for here. Let me check out our politics here real quick. Having a trade partner would actually be pretty nice. I actually ended up being a trade partner with the Undead. Okay, they don't like us. We have gifts, treaties. Now, let's see our win condition. I'm pretty sure we have to, like, get everything on the map, basically. Yeah, it's Kislev, Hell Pit, which is the new town over here. So yeah, Hell Pit, Lothern, which is like the other corner of the map, Nagaron, which is the other corner of the map. So yeah, we got to take everything pretty much, which is cool. I like it. I'm down. Like I said, I want to go revisit the other campaigns too. I'm just trying to get some energy and, you know, just start up a new fresh campaign. Let me make sure this is recording. It is. Let's double check there. Okay, so who do we have to fight? What are these? So we're fighting some greenskins. Carrick Zorn's gonna be tough. And this is a really long area too. How can we even beat dwarves early? They're pretty easy to beat later, but early on, I'm trying to remember. Do Rat Ogres have siege attacker? They do. Okay, well, we definitely want this to complete this province. It's only a 2-province area. It's really bad too early on, especially in your main province. That's tough. What's the best way? So they change the map a little bit. Okay, so we could go through here and try to fight our way up here. I don't know how well these guys can defend. I'm trying to think. They have weak archers. They'll have skeletons. I think they gave them better garrisons. The garrisons for Tomb Kings are absolute trash, at least in the Kotep campaign. But they just recently, like, did another rebalancing of a lot of stuff. So I think it said that at high levels they get like a hero to defend. So they increase their garrisons a little bit, but I still think their garrisons are fairly weak. Has this guy at war with us? Someone asked me, how do I get their names like that? You just scroll out a little bit like this, and then I think you can... Character names right here. Okay, someone asked if that was a, like a mod. It's not. You just scroll out. So go to here, scroll out until you see, like, the cloud map, and then down here, go to character names, click that, and that'll show you the names in red of any major character that's on the map. Okay, so we want to take this, and... have to go fight Carrick Zorn, I think. The problem is this is a lot of real estate to cover too, so if anyone on either side of these mountains wants to fight us, we'd be quagmired down here and fight. But they're already at war with us, so we gotta go that way, I think. And I'm not gonna pre-record a lot of this stuff. We're just going to go into it. So if I die, I die. We'll just see. Usually I like to pre-record 8 to 10 episodes, but I want to bring you guys some episodes, even though I'm only going to have a couple hours today to do this. Okay, so... God, this thing is so weak. Unless they have big monstrous units. These guys are at war with us also. We don't have a hero, I don't think, right? No. Mount Arachnos. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6. That's gonna be 12. They're gonna hire 3 more, so it's gonna be like 15. can get some clan rats.
This is dark omen.
How's our garrison look? Okay. Not amazing, but okay. They can't siege that, I don't think.
Need more trophies, yes, yes.
Okay, well, we're gonna go over here and try to complete this then.
Run for more.
Okay, so I should be able to hit that next turn. Now, the problem is they could come down here and counter me, but like I said, I don't think they can siege that this early. So we're gonna go with that. Now that increases income for everything, which is really nice. I think we have to get that because we have the Clan Wars, which is going to give us an extra 300, which is massive. So basically this is a 300 gold per turn upgrade, something like that. 370. Pretty big deal. We don't need to upgrade this yet because we already get normal clan rats because of Clan Wars. What are our other options? Growth is actually quite nice, but we can get growth in the other town. You can only build this in the capital. So we get growth in the other town. We can get Taskmaster's platform in the other town. Skaven actually have really good gold generation over time. It seems like they don't, but like these little buildings, just like 80 gold here, you know, extra gold there, 80 gold here, like that adds up quite a bit to where you'll end up getting like, I don't know, 500 or 600 per town, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, we'll just go with Clan Wars, I think. Diplomacy. Can't trade with them, so that doesn't matter. No, we're gonna have to fight them. Mutinous Gits. These guys start coming at you with armies, I think, too, at some point, even though they're way up north. Alright, we're gonna fight them. Red Fang.
Let's get one thing understood. On the boss here.
Guess they're fighting these guys. Can I not? Wait, do I already have an on aggro with them? Okay. Well, they can't trade. I forgot. Greenskins can't trade, so there's no point in, like, befriending them. Top Knots is #1 on the map. So they're very strong.
Address me as your highness.
Okay, so they only have these two provinces. Or these two things.
You find me in an accepting mood. I have them every 1,000 years. You dare?
Can't trade with them. Oh, those are vampires. Okay, I thought those were elves. I don't know. I saw the green and thought it was elves, even though it says undead right there. Now, how much territory they have? They have 3. So they're going to have all of this, probably. So I could probably leave them alone and just, like, go this way. This is, like, a safer way to go, I think. Now, you can't actually get on any of this land. This is, like, super deceptive, because it looks like you could just, like, maybe come over this way, but there's nothing there yet. They're obviously going to put something there at some point, I think. I don't know what that would be. Maybe Ogre Kingdoms or something off to the east, I'm not sure. But we can, like, get this coast and then wrap around. But, like, the problem with coming out through here is we're going to be so exposed. If anyone wants to fight us, there's, like, no safety. Metric Brotherhood. Okay. I think it's fine. We go ahead and try to get military access. If we're not going to go to the right, we can try to bro up with these guys a little bit more. No.
You will fail.
Okay, so that's all good. Techs. I don't think... We can't get techs yet, can we? No. I forgot which ones. Okay, so we need... We need this. Ferocious plans. Ugh. Did they change the... They may have changed some of these. I can't remember. We're gonna get monstrous plans pretty early. I feel like they nerfed... Maybe they didn't nerf that. I thought they did, though. This... I believe this is what we want. Yeah, clan rat, all the clan rat stuff. Casualty, upkeep. Yeah, this is what we want for sure. That 10 armor is a really big deal. Magic drop chance. And then this is really good. This gives you growth, yeah, leadership, public order. It's been a while since I've had to look at this tech tree for Skaven. Okay, ruthless, and that is over here. Okay, so we can get that really early. On the tier 3 town that we're going to take and use all of our food, we can get growth fats, ideally, and then we can level up to Overseer's Lookout. Now, because it's only a 2-thing town or whatever, it's going to be really hard to control the public order, which is going to suck. It's going to be hard, but that'll at least give us access to this stuff for the growth and all that crap. This is not really that great. I mean, 10 for infantry is good. That's kind of low down the totem pole, though, of stuff that we want. Virulent plans. We'll probably get that pretty soon. That has some decent stuff in it. But yeah, this, and this are really what we want. And this is going to be hard to get, though. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be it. Don't have any of these yet. They don't really have very good schemes. This one's okay. This one's iffy, but it's okay. 3,000 is very expensive for that, though. I never really used these at all, like in the original campaign, so we'll see. This can actually be quite nice. That can actually be pretty good for, like, breaking dwarf settlements. It's only 800, and that... It sounds like that would break all of the walls or something like that. Now, I don't know if that's going to destroy all the buildings, though. Because I don't want it to destroy all the buildings. Alright, I think that's it, right? Okay, none of that, none of that. Skaven corruption. We're hiring. Okay. Now, if you have to loot and occupy, I think, as Skaven, so it always knocks it down a little bit. I mean, if it makes it siegeable, that's fine. Especially because you can use food and just bring it up to tier 3 anyways. It would have to be a tier 5 when that would matter. If it was a tier 5 town and you, like, quaked it. Otherwise, it's just not going to matter that much. Oh, they summoned a second lord. Okay. It's gonna be tough. Because our starting units are pretty trash, being honest. Snide pig kisser. I like it. I wish they would put Norska in here. Like, what is taking so long? I mean, maybe there's some technical difficulties with it, but come on, like... Warhammer 2's been out since... I can't even remember. Like, hasn't it been out since, like, November or something? Like, it's been out for months and months. Like, I don't know... And Norska's been out for a while, too. Maybe it was out last September. I can't even remember. A very long time. Like, I don't know why they don't have Norska yet, but whatever. Okay. How much... We have 53 food. I think we can afford to spend some food on this. We'll have enough money to... We need rat ogres before we fight these guys.
Attack! Attack! Battle fight! Yes, yes!
Give me that delicious food. Once again, it's been a while since I played like early game Skaven. I've been kind of milling around the late game Skaven a little bit, releasing an episode or two every now and then. What do we get here? Skaven Brew. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that's gonna hurt. Lower growth, slightly lower public order, slightly lower leadership. But, and there's definitely going to be a rebellion over there very soon. But we need that tier 3, because we need Rat Ogres, like, right now. But yeah, I'm going to go with the same strategy. I'm going to stick with it. Excuse me. I still have a bit of a cold, but I wanted to bring you some new content here. Okay. Public order growth, local recruitment. I do not want to hit my tax rate right now. Local recruitment will be relevant in a turn. Okay, so we definitely want Rat Ogres. It's 3 turns for that, so it's going to take 5 turns to get these Rat Ogres online. I'm trying to see if they've nerfed them at all. I don't think so. I think they're basically the same. A lot of people were complaining that Skaven was weak, so if anything, maybe they buffed some of it. I'm not really sure. I don't think the Skaven are weak. Certainly, maybe in multiplayer. I don't know, though. I haven't even really played with or against them in multiplayer that much. Okay, so we can't get anything here, right? We can get the Globadiers, which aren't that great, except against large things, which we're not going to be facing a lot of large yet. Those Globadiers are pretty good later on, but right now they're questionable. Now, these things are going to cost... I don't know how much to recruit. It's 200 per turn, so it's probably like 1,000 to recruit or something.
Keep Gracia scum away.
And we want 4 of those immediately. Okay, let's go ahead and crank him up here. I do want Route Marcher, but I need Pack Leader, like, real fast. And Inspiring Presence. Yeah, we need the combat. Leadership's a big deal, too, because you don't have very high leadership. Especially, don't forget, on Legendary, you get, like, -5 leadership on everybody. And the enemy gets +10. And they get a bunch of other stats, too, that they never tell you about. Now, we do have a good front line here already. I could use a few more of these. I mean, those aren't the most menacing things in the world, but you got to remember there are 140 in a stack. They have 28 leadership. But just having something ranged would be nice. Jeez, they have chariots? What? I guess that's maybe their starting unit. Okay, so they didn't recruit last turn, but they're recruiting this turn. Yeah, I think just... we could go even more clan rats and just try to surround them. We are about to get upgrades for clan rats, but that's such a huge infantry line. I think we just need some slingers. Just for some diversity. It's maybe a small little cache of them. We could recruit another lord if we really wanted to. We don't want Gracier lords. They're great in multiplayer, but you want the fighting lords. They can get on the back of like the huge ogre things, which are great. And we're already gonna have like enough wizards. Where I really am a huge fan on in like campaigns of having like fighter lords and then just hiring wizards. And the reason for that is in campaign mode, like, you need to go down the red tree most of the time. Like, you need the red tree and often the blue tree. These are so important just for campaign stuff, like reducing costs and making your army stronger, that you usually don't have time to go get spells with most lords. Whereas in multiplayer, you don't have to worry about the red tree or the blue tree because those don't exist. So in multiplayer, oftentimes, it's best to get the caster lords so that you can reduce the overall cost of your army. So if you get a wizard, like something like, you know, Malekith or Manfred or something like that, if you get a decent fighter who's also a wizard, then you can invest in their spells, and then you can save yourself, you know, 1,500 gold from having to hire a separate wizard, and it makes it harder to snipe your wizard, because people will come and try to snipe out squishy heroes in multiplayer. So then it's flipped. Then you want your Gracier that's on your Bell thing that has 100 armor. Then you want your Manfred, your Malekith, stuff like that. So it's very different in legendary campaigns than it is from other things. Okay, so the question is, do I want to get rid of this building and build something else? Okay, getting the walls could be nice in this capital, but I think that recruitment costs are lower. I definitely want growth. I'm probably going to need the bell plus growth. I need this, get it going quickly so I can get this. I think we're going to get rid of this, because we can get it back later if we really need to, but I think for now, getting rid of it makes more sense so that we can get growth. We don't gain any benefit because we can already hire clan rats because of this, clan moors. So unless we intend on upgrading this for 2,000, which we don't have enough gold to do, because right now we have 64 gold. We are getting 2,000 next turn. I could wait if I want to. I can't wait on this one. I can wait on the bell, though, I think. Okay, let's go for that, and then we'll hold off on this a turn. So we can save 150 gold. And then next turn, once we have the 10% discount, we can hire the bell. Is that worth it? Probably. I don't know. Maybe it's not, because that's going to delay our tech by one turn. So is it worth 150 gold to delay our tech by a turn from getting those ruthless plans? And we're getting 80 gold per turn anyway, so really we're only losing 70 gold because this is going to be up one turn faster. So we get the 80 one turn faster to save 150. Probably not. Probably not. Okay, but we do want the growth here anyways, so that's fine. Public order is not going to matter. We're going to have rebellion anyways. We're going to have to fight that off. Okay, I think everything else is all good here. Let's see, Jagged Horn Tribe, don't know where they are. Carrick's Horn hates us, doesn't matter. Numas, I think we're going to have to kill them, so we'll chill on that.
You dare?
These guys are starting to like us a bit more.
Why do come?
Oh, now we can get a trade agreement with them.
Good.
Okay, good, good. Wait, you need at least one trading partner. How trading works is the more resources that they have, like the more provinces they have, the better.
I hunt. Man sleep wings and more sleep wax.
Okay, where is? Okay, Netrite Brotherhood's down here. I think we can befriend them. We want to be friends with everyone around here except for these guys. Like, we need some territory to go north, but we don't want to fight them yet. And having trade partners is a good thing. A very good thing on Legendary. So I'm cool with that. Let's see. We don't have to fight them. Basically, if you don't have to fight them, if they're not in your way for whatever your immediate objective is, if you can friend them, fine. You can always, like, turn against them later if you have to. That's just one less person, in theory, who could stab you in the back. Okay, let's see if They have green, so we're going to see if we can get some cash off of them.
Very well.
Okay, good. Vampires are usually pretty good friends, too, because they don't have a lot of other friends. They're kind of like that weird kid that sits by themselves. Well, I guess I won't say that. Because I sit by myself occasionally for lunch. Sometimes I just want to be, you know, contemplative. Usually I had a lot of friends in high school, but I want to be like that weird kid who sits by himself at lunch, but there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, they need some friends. They don't have a lot of people that want to be their friends. People call them evil, like they're, you know, killing people and raising zombies or something, you know, whatever. We're rats, you know, we can respect that. Okay, so I think this is going to be it here. You gotta be very careful in the first couple of turns. You don't screw anything up. Alright. So this is going to be hard against these greenskins. Like, what'll probably happen is they might come over and threaten this. Then I'm going to have to fight them open field. If I come over here, then they might go for granite. If we lose this early, that's pretty much lights out for the campaign. Because we have to have rat ogres. So what we want to do is try to just chill until we get rat ogres. Even though they're going to be making a lot of stuff too. What is dominating scheme? Okay. It's too much gold. Recruitment cost is tempting, but rat ogres I think are only like 1,000 each, something like that. And so if we're hiring 4 rat ogres, we'd save 1,000 gold and it costs 3,000. The food per turn is probably not going to matter that much. The growth is nice, but we only have 1 province. This is going to come in handy when we have like 3 or 4 provinces and we need 40 growth in all of them. Maybe. If we're like super rich, but I don't think we're going to use that much. Like I said, they're not amazing. They're not amazing with their rights most of the time. Now I'm wondering, do they go down here to, maybe they're going down here to colonize this. Hopefully. Either that or they're like an ambush stance around here somewhere, which would be really rough. Okay, so this turn... One of these gives extra recruitment, this one. We're not going to be able to get it for a couple of turns, though. Yes, that's not going to matter. So do we want growth? This is such a good bargain, too. Like, insane. 180 gold for 80 income. That's crazy. And recruitment cost, minus 5%. I mean, that's saving 50 gold per rat ogre. Untainted is good, too. That gives growth, though. Very nice. Because we want to get to this and then this. You want to have high corruption with high public order. Like, that's the best way to run it, because that corruption actually gives you a lot of defense, because that allows you to have more menace from below. And it gives everyone else attrition when they run through your territory. We don't need that yet. We'll want that eventually. This just sucks because we don't have enough building slots in our core town. So we're going to have to build some of this in a secondary town, which is bad. I think we just want growth. I mean, this does reduce the cost, though. And that will give us an extra recruitment capacity, which is very, very nice. How bad do we need the growth? I mean, so I want to get up to here. So when we get to tier 3, what can we get? Getting 20 chests of obsidian is very nice. That's very nice, because that's, I think obsidian's 10 each in trades. That's 280 gold per turn. That will also give us another Taskmaster's platform, which we're going to need if we don't want to constantly be here dealing with public order. These buildings are pretty cheap. I mean, we could, in theory, like, rush up to this just to get the tech. I don't think this is worth upgrading. You only get an extra 10% for 1350. That's not worth it. How many turns? It'd be 4 turns, so we're getting 2,000 per turn. It's going to be 2 more turns before we can hire Rat Ogres. It's going to be like 4,000 gold in Rat Ogres. I just don't think we're going to have enough gold to upgrade all this crap right now. However, just storing up the growth is not a bad idea, I guess. But having more recruitment, it's so tough to figure out which of these is right. I think in the long term, this is probably better, though. Extra grow. That looks funny with that collar on.
No.
Nice, you look like, I don't know.
Bondage thing or something.
Yeah, just say something like that. Okay, you guys want to see what she's doing?
No. It would be fairly self-done.
Oh, demonetized.
This room is pretty hot.
Is dark omen.
Okay. Alright, I think that's...
Little voice is sexy for me. Especially with this voice.
That's right. I think the voice makes the outfit.
Yeah.
What?
Good.
What do you kids want?
Alright. Let's see here.
My will. You find me in an accepting mood. I have them every 1,000
I mean, if
years.
we could get... How many... They have 2 settlements. Not in the same province, I don't believe. I mean, we don't have to have the desert. Desert is suitable climate for us. Where's Numas? Where Numas is... I thought it was down here. Maybe it's over here. I mean, we could try to get a pact or whatever where we... Or what, like, where we can walk through their territory and we don't have to fight them. I think I want to fight him, though. Okay, that's fine. Who else? Okay,
Are you
let's...
ready? Why do come? What can we... I veto this.
That's fine. Brotherhood... Didn't... Okay, we have non-aggro. We can't trade with them yet,
To
but...
stand before me and up.
Okay. I think that's it. Oh, I need to recruit.
Of betrayal strong.
Now, I am going to get 4... The question is, do I try to cross over right now?
Must spread our own corruption.
Or do I wait? Where am I?
Superior.
Okay, I could do ambush.
More head skulls.
I'm not sure if I can beat them. I need to be sitting somewhere for public order. I guess sitting here is fine, because like I said, I don't think they can siege this with what the little ragtag group they have.
Horned one's realm weak.
And you need to be sitting in a town so that you give the extra public order from military presence. I guess that's fine. Okay, so if I'm going to do 4 extra rat ogres...
Warlord Queek Etika.
Now, Queek gets a huge discount on clan rats.
Quick.
2 extra clan rats. And we'll get 4 rat ogres. That's going to be a couple of turns on those rat ogres, though.
Where shadow. Horned rat.
They take 2 turns to build, and we're going to have to upgrade this. That's going to be 3,000. Should have enough, I think. Okay. Alright. I hate just chilling this early, because it sucks, because we're going to be under the gun pretty soon with public order. Are we losing? I don't think we're losing food yet, because we get the +3 off of Clan Wars. I forgot to look at the food situation, but... Like, I could go raid somewhere right now, but I'm pretty scared to leave the town. Because I just don't know where they are. Did they settle this yet? Like, they're either... Who else are they at war with? I'm just scared they're like creeping on me. Okay, they are at war with Carrickzorn, so it's possible they went south to go fight them. I'm just looking to see, like, if they get this, then I know they're down there, and then I can safely cross over here. I'm just a little worried that they, like, ran over here and went into ambush. The game has changed a little bit to where sometimes they don't show you exactly where they went to go into ambush. They used to do that, and I think it's cool that they don't, so that ambush actually can work against you sometimes. Okay, so we finished some of our stuff. We got the bell done, so we can upgrade that now. 10% construction reduction. Oh, it's 30. No, it's 20 growth. 20 growth. Okay. So yeah, growth is important. We're still gonna need a couple of turns on that. Skaven have great growth too. I mean, I love the Skaven. I think they're one of the most powerful factions in the game on the campaign map. I think that people a lot of times just don't play them correctly. They're really weird. But I think they're awesome. You just have to get the right stuff. That is rat ogres ASAP. I had someone debate me in the comments. They're like, "Well, why don't you rush catapult?" No, rat ogres. Okay, rat ogres tier 3 rush. Rat ogres. It will change your life if you don't do that. Those are like some of the most powerful pound for pound units in the whole game. They are ridiculously powerful. And I'll tell you what, with most factions, if you have a tier 3 fast moving monstrous infantry unit, rush that unit. Okay, so whether that is the ghouls or whatever they're called, not the ghouls, the crypt horrors for the undead, or whether that is the werekin for the I don't remember if werekin are tier 3 or tier 4. Just anytime you see something like this, where it's a monstrous infantry, the Ushapti, just rush it. Trust me, it's almost always good. It's pound for pound. They're usually around 200 to 240 gold. Trolls, ice trolls. I wish they'd bring Norsca to the Mortal Empires. I think that would be fun. I would like to play them.
Let's get one thing understood.
Land of the dead come before a king. One.
I feel like they're just not doing as much with DLC in Warhammer 2 as they did in the first one. Which is okay. The DLC was really fast in Warhammer 1. A little too fast for me as a content creator to keep up with as someone who doesn't full-time Warhammer, who does other games. Let's get rolling. The next turn we can start hiring. Our public order is starting to get back under control a little bit here. And I don't usually like to sit and chill, but there's no way we can fight them. They're gonna, like, if we have to siege their town, you know, they're gonna have like 30 units with legendary stats, and I'm sitting here with like clan rats. You can't beat them. If I had a warp fire thrower, that would help a lot. I really want to get a warp fire thrower, dude. That's one of the most fun units. I like it so much because it's faster than like the dwarfs with their little flamethrower unit, which is awesome, but it's so slow that you just can't get in a good position all the time. Hell no. What? Y'all are crazy. No. Alright. Oh, they're only 800 apiece. Wait, I thought I was going to hire 4 of them. Oh, I made the wrong thing now. Well, I was going to have to upgrade this, I think, which is going to take extra turns. Yeah, I don't have that many turns. I can't wait an additional, you know, however many turns to do that. It would have been cheap, though. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for the recruitment. Whatever. I've cast my die.
8 weeks is mine. Clan Moors.
Question is, do I wait in the next... It's gonna... Do I wait 4 turns to get even more rat ogres? I would really like to have like 6 or 7 of them here. Just getting rid of like... Maybe even just like one of these slingers and like a couple of clan rats. Might be worth it. I really want a lot of these. These things are just so strong. Alright, so we're leveling this up.
Time to eat leaders.
Okay, we should be able to get a tech here, right? Monstrous plans. Oh, we gotta... Okay, so I can't even use monstrous plans yet, because I have to have all this stuff as a prereq. Fair enough. Alright, so you gotta get a clan armory, so we really need those ruthless plans. Which we should have in 2 turns. Okay, so that's all good. We'll figure it out next turn. We're waiting still. Jagged Horn Tribe. No point in befriending them, they can't trade. Numas.
Find my chafe in my wrappings. Do not.
Now,
Host.
you seek out the
Are we declining with that? No,
you
that's fine.
dare. Mansley wings.
Okay. They have not taken that yet. So we're just gonna chill. I think I do want 6 of them. I just want to make sure that we don't die. We'll try to get a fight in here on this first episode. Well, we will get a fight. I mean, it might be a long episode, but I talk a lot, you know, in a lot of the episodes too, just kind of for fun, just to mix it up. And I like to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing as well. So that if you're watching, you know, you can improve your own gameplay and not just like power through the turns without saying anything. Alright, we could go ahead and start this upgrade. Plague Monks, I said they're not amazing, but against greenskins they probably are because they're unarmored. They have frenzies, they have 39 melee attack plus an additional 8. That's 47 melee attack with 12% extra damage. They have 15% physical resistance. I think they nerfed that. I feel like it used to be 20. Maybe it used to be 10. I don't remember, but 15 is a weird number. No armor, a lot of health. I mean, they're decent. They are expensive, but they're decent. And they are on the way to Plague Priest. And what do I get for this? Extra growth. No money, just growth. Better, much better garrison. So I get a Warlock Engineer. You don't really need to upgrade this ever. Very rare. You don't get any extra money. You get a marginal amount of growth. This you upgrade to tier 2 for the recruitment capacity. Okay, are we going to have enough? I think so. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this. That's fine. Next turn we'll have 20, like 3,000, so we could hire 3 more rat ogres. Okay. Now, like I said, usually I like to be a lot more aggressive early on, but here you really have to chill because like your units are so weak early on. Okay, here we go. Well, we may just have to fight them. Now that only looks like 1 army to me. At least we have 3 rat ogres right now, which is good. Now if they want to siege that, okay, nice. So they have 14. Now, if they want to siege that, we'll slaughter them. I don't think they can attack it on the first turn. They're gonna try to siege it to stop me from recruiting.
Need more trophies, yes, yes.
I don't have a ton of food, but I can use Menace from Below on them. I beat these guys 28. It's been a while. 30, 20 charge bonus is quite a bit.
I had taken.
I wish I had 6 rat ogres for this. But I do have menace from below. Queek should be able to crush this dude.
Wear no furs.
I could move and get into, just trying to think. I don't have time to say whatever, I don't think, and hire more rat ogres. Okay, let's just go to, like, here. Let's go, like, here. Because he does have a second one. So the issue here is I should be able to get to the town next turn, I think. But then if he attacks me, I should be able to run. Because what he could do is, like, dash down here and support while this army attacks mine. You always got to watch out for that, the dash and support. That's one thing that will get you every time. It's a rookie mistake. Because you'll think the other army's out of range, but they're not. Because they can dash and support. They can't attack you if they dash, but they can support. So, let's hire one more clan rat here. Okay, we got our text. Ruthless plans. Now we're going to get harsh quotas. Leadership's really good, and then public order obviously is a huge deal. Loyalty's not going to matter as much. The 10% is really good. We're eventually going to need to get to ferocious plans, but this is all like pretty legit. The loyalty doesn't matter as much, but this stuff here will take like 20 turns at least, so that should be fine. All right, so you just make sure that these guys don't want to do anything else.
You seek out the Von Kath.
Nope.
You're overruled.
Okay, they're at war with, or they like our war with Arachnos, so that means that us killing Arachnos is going to give us more public favor with them, or political favor with them, rather. Okay, so let's see if they go for it. I think they could dash. It might be too far for him to dash, but if he gets to, like, right here, Pig Kissa. If he sieges that, okay. Then we should be able to fight him at the siege and crush him, and then we should be able to sit there for a turn, hire some rat ogres, and then we'll get a rebellion, fight the rebellion, and then come down here and hopefully take him out with our 6 rat ogres. So they delayed us for a turn, which is okay, whatever. Oh, we actually can't attack. We're not close enough. Okay, we can dash and support, though. Something that he may not have seen coming. Now, our units are going to be tired, which sucks, but we have to do it. So, well, we might actually be able to get close. How far can this guy run? It's hard to tell. I think we might actually be in range, because that extends out pretty far. Okay. Let's go to, like, right here.
Move, move.
Now they can run, I think.
Invader thinks attack.
Okay. Oh, we did get an ambush. They can't run. Yeah, we get the garrison help. This is going to be a massacre. Probably. I mean, they always underestimate you. I think 4 is fine. I need to be very careful with my food management, because that -5 leadership's a really big deal, because your leadership is so low. So I would love to, if I win this fight, I think I'll dig my way out. Back into normal food levels. We'll see. I'm not going to be able to run them down this turn. We should be able to do it with just 4 minutes from below. Okay, let's just do it. That is one, like, super powerful thing about the Skaven, is they get ambushes a lot when they attack. They're kind of like the Beastmen. And, I mean, obviously that's just massive. So, yeah, your units are on the weak side, but the way that you get basically set up, like, perfect flanks every time. Is extremely strong. Ah, this is the garrison. Okay. So it actually doesn't matter too much if a lot of these units die.
Storm vermin. For the vermin tide. Storm vermin.
Now the question is, do I just sit out here and like chill?
Knights runners. Storm vermin. Counter command.
Actually, let me...
I'm now ready. Skaven, yes, yes.
These guys over here. Make sure they're all hidden. If they have these eyes, that means they're hidden, which means it won't trigger.
What orders?
Now, I'm not sure if you get the reinforcements until you trigger, though. I'm thinking maybe you don't.
Knights runners. What? What? Skaven, yes, yes.
You may not get reinforcements.
Storm vermin. I'm now ready.
Wait, where are these up here? I thought those were the storm vermin. I want the storm vermin up on the hill, because those are the, like, the elite units. There we go. Okay, so everybody's hidden. Yeah, we don't get the reinforcements until we're spotted. Once they spot us, there we go. Now we get the reinforcements. They spot these yet? I don't think they've spotted those yet. No, they still says they're hidden. Oh, we're running. We're running. Oh, we get 7 uses? Forgot about that.
Storm vermin. Quick, quick. For the vermin tide. Now, yes. On, lads. Guide us on, one. Move. Hasten, hurry. Stab the stab. Kill. Knights runners. Storm vermin. March retreat. Straight. Murder, kill.
I think they made, like, characters decay a lot faster, or something like that.
Hasten, hurry. Attack. Knights runners. Now tails yours. Time to kill.
Go slam them in the back, yeah. Remember, a lot of these guys are just like mercenaries. I don't care that much if these guys die over here. They're just garrison stuff, and they'll heal up. Just track of where all my ogres are. Okay, here we go. Rat Ogres are so strong because they have just an insane charge bonus. Like, it's just really hardcore charge bonus for this, like, level of character. And they have really, really high damage also. Now, they are very vulnerable in terms of, like, they don't have a lot of defense at all. Like, but they're like a perfect shock unit. And they just weigh a ton. Like, they just knock the crap out of everything. But if they stay in prolonged combat, like, they can get picked off, and they are very vulnerable to archer fire, because they have no shield, and they have no armor, hardly. So they do just get torn up by archers. So you have to be careful to control the archers with your menace from below. That's something that you can do in single player that you can't do in multiplayer. I don't think they have menace from below in multiplayer. I'm not 100%. That's just so integral to how the Skaven operate, though, because you really don't have a good way to deal with like archer type of units without menace from below. Because your Rat Ogres are like your primary flanking unit, and they just don't have any armor or like ways to deal with we don't want to kill as many of these as we can, so we're going to have to fight them again, most likely. I'm not even sure if Queek killed anybody. I mean, we had so much firepower here compared to them. It just doesn't even matter. Skaven are naturally pretty fast, too, so that's really nice that their infantry can run people down. Make sure that you just crush everything early on. Oh, yeah, kill this guy? Where are my Rat Ogres? Oh, I couldn't see him for a second. I was like, oh, did all my Rat Ogres die? Maybe really bad. Warp cannon. Now, the warp cannon's pretty, like, okay against dragons later on. And, like, big stuff like that. But early on, against, like, small infantry, it's not amazing. The catapults are way, way better. I think they made summon units decay a lot faster, from what I recall from patch notes. I don't know. Get him, Queek. Just increases movement speed? No. Just decreases his armor. Get him, baby. I love this Skaven so much, though. They're so much fun. They're just, like, so creative. I mean, just, like, it's just so great for a fantasy world. They're so unique in my mind. Like, okay, you've got these, like, crazy, like, rat people that are really evil but are also really funny. So it's kind of like an orc thing going on. they have that going on with the orcs too, but they're also really like smart in some ways, in like twisted ways. They have some of the best technologies, like the warp fire cannon and things like that. It's just like basically this drug that they just eat. They just like eat all these like green crystals, and it gives them powers, and they like use it for technologies. I just think it's really cool. It's very creative. It's great intellectual property. You know, because every fantasy world's gonna have orcs. They're all gonna have elves. There are some special touches to it in the Warhammer universe, but let's face it, that's pretty standard in every fantasy universe. But you're not gonna have ratmen, and so I mean, there's entire games about it. Whatever that Skaven game is, where you just kill a bunch of Skaven. Like, I think that's the coolest, most iconic race from Warhammer in my mind, because it's the most original. It's the one that stuck with me the most. Of course, I did play Shadow of the Horned Rat in the 90s, and that's how I got introduced to Warhammer. It's awesome. I love that game. I would play through it. I don't know if they have it on Steam or not yet. Maybe they do. I would like to play through that. That game was hard back then. It was really hard. Like, you had to really win every fight, like, hardcore, because you were so limited on resources. And really, like, what you had to kind of abuse this wizard, this Amber Wizard. And I would like to try to go back through and not abuse the Amber Wizard. He's just overpowered. But it was like, that was just kind of balancing back in the day in, like, PlayStation 1 and... I don't know, maybe just in that game, but it felt like, you know, you either used the overpowered thing or you lost. But maybe not. I wasn't nearly as savvy as I am these days in terms of, now how close am I to this? 29%. I need 40%. Okay, so I'm too far away. 700 gold's looking pretty good. I thought it used to be +5 food. Maybe it has only been +2 food. Replenishment rate is fine. My rat ogres are a little dinged up, but whatever. I think the money, early on, you really want that money.
More Queek.
Now, I really do not want them to rotate over, though, and take my other town.
Clan victorious, thanks to me.
Like, if they rotate over here and go for this, it's going to be really rough. We do have a Warlock Engineer and some other stuff over here to help defend, but it's going to be tough if they do that, so...
Keep scum away.
No fool that's safe in the world.
Anyways, yeah, we want Pack Leader. Huge. It is a lot of fun to be back on the Skaven, I must say. It is a lot of fun. Okay, can we move just a little bit here? Okay, we can't move in his zone. Like to get another Rat Ogre. Can we afford that though?
This is dark omen.
I think he'll run home. If he doesn't run home, if he runs all the way over here, it could be a problem.
Warlord Queek.
Is it? Now, he could come back for more, though, so they could have up to, like, 40-something units. What's up? You about to go to the store? It's almost done. Like, pretty much this turn, I think. Let me see.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, we're over time.
about time for Rory to wake up, so let's just get a feeder and then go.
So,
And you can watch it.
You must
why
spread
don't you just... How long is it going to be when you go to your thing?
Well, the kids' store is actually closed on Sundays, but I also wanted to go to the adult store, and they close at 6.
You can't go to adult stores?
Not
Okay,
an
well...
adult store. A store that sells clothing.
Well, if you want to go to that kind of adult store, that's fine, I guess. Find Rory some new toys to play with.
Yeah, no.
What would your mom think? Caesar playing with some ambiguous looking
marital
toys.
aids.
Marital aids. Never heard it phrased that way, but I approve of that message.
That's the old school name for marital aids.
I like it. Okay, so I could... Alright, hold on, we'll talk about it 1 second. So I could go for Rat Ogres, but the problem is I'm going to have to delete 2 units, and then if they come at me... These guys are injured, though. If they come at me, though, they could have, like, up to 20-something. Now, I am getting... Am I getting reinforced from the town?
Keep Gracia scum away.
I mean, I just reinforced the town. Maybe if I stand right here...
I say, move.
I should be getting reinforced from the town, I think. Like, if they attack me... Okay, yeah. Then I am getting reinforced by the town. Okay, so... If I have the town helping me out, I think we could take them if they came at me. So, this is going to be a risky move, but I think we're going to go for the Rat Ogres. Get rid of 1 slave here. These are okay. I didn't see how many they killed. Like, they're alright. But they are kind of one of the weakest links. Okay, so we'll go for these. Now, it's going to take 3 turns for this. And if they hit me right now, I'm only going to have 17 units. We are going to have a rebellion in 2 turns. That's right. So the worst thing they could do right now is run over here for Granite Massive. I could, in theory, just hire a Lord over here to help me. And then this guy's not going to regen, so he's got, like, basically 5 units effectively. I think if I just hire just a random Lord over here to defend this, then we could probably beat him. We do have a, this guy, and he has Warp Lightning, which is really nice. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Let me see. It's the last thing here.
I'll have you speak now. What? Just stand before
Checking. You like the rat people, dear?
Greetings, creature.
Look, doesn't he look cute?
What manner of thing are you?
Kind of. It's because there's a mask covering most of its face.
Sadie like to play with these things.
what you want. Go
They
then,
might eat Sadie, I
speak
think. I couldn't zoom in on any of the units. Yeah, they got some cute looking ogres and stuff too. Okay, let's... My wife actually played some Dungeons and Dragons back in the day.
They're just little.
She was Ilivara, an elf rogue. But she didn't cultivate that aspect of her nerddom too much. Maybe when our daughter grows up, I can play some Dungeons and Dragons with her when she's like 5.
I'd be down for some D&D. It's been forever.
That's right.
Been 20 years since I played. Exactly.
Okay, they went home. They're cowards. I approve of that message. For them, not for me. I'm Queek. I'm brave, of course. The rats are always really brave.
Why is there confetti?
Why is there confetti? I think that means bad things are happening to him. He lost a fight. He's an orc, and he's sort of dishonored, and so his own people are turning against him, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I beat his butt. He tried to step.
Threw him some shade.
Yeah. Definitely threw some shade on him there. Yeah, so I think they have animosity. Because he lost, is that right? Yeah, low fightiness.
Fightiness.
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's a scholarly word. Yeah, basically, if you're like the orcs and you win a lot of fights and stuff, then you get all these extra units and everybody loves you. And if you lose, then people hate you and they turn against you. Okay, but anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. Next episode, we're going to finish these rat ogres. We're going to kill this rebellion, most likely. And then we're going to have to rotate down here, deal with the Lost Plateau. We're most likely going to have to hire another Skaven Lord to sit up here and be on rebellion duty for a little bit while we use Queek to come down and clean out these people. The Rat Ogres are extremely good against dwarfs in the open field, but they're terrible in sieges because, once again, they have virtually no armor. So towers just tear them up, and so do Quarrelers. So we'll have to figure out what we want to do with the dwarves. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.